Out words with me today, and we'll look at some more things about the wetland tomorrow. Today's lesson is lesson 27. Find this paper and go ahead and do your sprint. It just says write the missing number, and it looks like there are both addition and subtraction problems. Some of them are missing the sum and some of them are missing the add-in. So find the right answers, and you have take 5 minutes and work on this, okay? How did you do? It's all about remembering the tens, isn't it? And 110, 1 equals 11, right? So here are your answers. Let's go over them really quick. Here we go. Number 1. Check and see my work. Here we go. 11. 10 plus 2 is 12. 10 plus 3 is 13. 10 plus 4 is 14. 10 plus 5 is 15. 10 plus 6 is 16. 10 plus 8 is 18. 8 plus 10 is also 18. 10 minus 10 equals 0. 11 minus 10 equals 1. 12 minus 10 equals 2. 13 minus 10 equals 3. So this is like saying 3 plus 10 equals 13, or 13 minus 10 equals 3. Can you see that? 15 minus 10 equals 5. 17 minus 10 equals 7. 19 minus 10 equals 9. Go to the other side. Here we go. 10 plus 0 equals 10. 10 plus 1 equals 11. 2 plus 10 equals 12. 3 plus 10 equals 13. 3 plus 10 equals 13. 13 minus 10 equals 3. 14 minus 10 equals 4. 16 minus 10 equals, 16 minus 10 equals 6. Yep. 16 minus 10 equals 6. 18 minus 10 equals 8. 2 plus 1 equals 3, and 3 plus 10 equals 13. 3 plus 2 equals 5, and 5 plus 10 equals 15. 2 plus 3 equals 5, and 5 plus 10 equals 15. 4 plus 4 equals 8, and 8 plus 10 equals 18. 6 plus 10, well, I know that I want to get to 9, so I say 3 plus 6 equals 9, and 9 plus 10 equals 19, so it should be 3 plus 6 equals 19. Okay, check your answers. Hopefully you got them all right. So when we say team numbers, we're saying 110 and some more, aren't we? For example, if I have 10 and I want to have the word number 18, all I do is take the 8 and replace it with the 0. So 10 plus 8 more equals 18, right? Let's try another one. If I have 10 and I want to add 6, all I have to do is put that 6 where the 0 was, and now I have 1, 10, 6, or 16. We can also show it with our hands. Let's do it with a partner though. So if you have a partner or somebody in the house that can do it with you, that's even better. If you don't, you can do twice like me. Let's talk about the number 16. Now I have 10 fingers, so I'm going to put 10 together and say 10. And then I'm going to show 6 more. 1, 10, 6 is 16. Let's do 18. 1, 10, all my fingers together is 10. And then 8 more is 18. So it goes 1, 10, 8, 18. Show 13. 1, 10, 3. Or 1 and a 3 is 13. Reuben was putting away 14 toy cars. He filled his car carrier and 4 cars that could not fit. How many cars fit in his car carrier? So we have a car carrier. He had 14 cars in all. Now he filled his car carrier and he had 4 cars left. So here's his car carrier. Some of you guys have car carriers, right? My grandson does. He loves his car carrier and he likes to put his cars in it. Now, if he had 14 cars, he could put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then he'd have, that's 10 that would fit in there, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we know that 4 did not fit in there, right? We could do an equation like this. He had 14 altogether. He had 4 left over, so he knows that he had 10 cars in his car carrier. And we can make a statement. Now, some of you forgot to write your statement on your exit tickets. It's important. It's part of the whole problem. So don't forget to write your statement so you can get all your points. The question was, again, how many cars fit in the car carrier? So we can say 10 cars fit. 10 cars fit is our statement. Here's our drawing that shows that he had 4 left over plus the 10 that were in there. 14 minus 4 equals 10. And there's our equation, our statement. Okay. All right, let's try it one more time with hiding 0. Let's do a couple more hiding 0. So if I see the number 14, what I'm really saying is 10 plus 4, aren't I? We know that one, right? So we can just say, oh, I just put the 4 on top of the 0. 4 plus 10 is 14. And it's just like hiding the 0, isn't it? We could make a number bond that shows it. So we could say 14 is like having 10 and 4, right? Now, what if I wanted to add 2 more to this equation? So if I wanted to say 14 plus 2 more, because maybe he used to have 14 cars, but his dad gave him 2 more. Now what would our equation look like? Well, let's add 2 more down to the 4. So 4 plus 2 becomes 6, right? And our new equation is 1/10⁶, or 16. All right, let's go to our problem set and take a look at what they've got there. On the first one, it says, solve the problems, write your answers, and show how many 10s and 1s. If there's only one 10, then cross off the S because it says 10s. Okay, what it's talking about is right here where it says 10s. If there's only one 10, we can just cross off the S. Okay, so 12 plus 6 is the same as 10. 12 plus 6, we can think of that as the same as 10 plus 2 plus 6, right? And so how many 10s are there? There's just one 10, isn't there? Right here, 110. So we're going to write 110 and we're going to cross off the S. And how many 1s are going to be left? Well, we have 2 plus 6, which is what? 6, 7, 8. So our answer is 8. So 12 plus 6 is the same as 110, 8. Number 2, 5 plus 13. 5 plus 13. Well, we're going to break down 13 first, and we're going to say 13 is the same as 10 plus 3. That's our 13 plus 5 more. This is number 2. Okay. So if we have 110, let's put 110 there. We're going to cross off the S, just like we did last time. 110. And we have this equation 3 plus 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we know our answer is 8. So we have 110, 8, or 110 and 8 1s. The way we got the 8 1s was the 3 plus the 5, remember? 3 plus 5 equals 8. Number 3, 8 plus 7. 8 plus 7. Now remember, we want to get to 10. So if I can get to 10, then I can say how many 10s there are. The way we're going to get to 10 is we're going to break down the 7. And we're going to say, if you have 8 cookies and I have 7 and you want to get to 10, how many do I need to give you? Yeah, I need to give you 2. So I'm going to give you 2 of my cookies. Now you have a 10. And then we still have some more left over because only 2 of my 7 cookies got given away. So we broke that down to a 2 and 5 more, right? That makes 7, right? 5 and 2 more. I gave you 2 of them, so I still had 5. Now we have a new equation of 110, 5, or 10 plus 5. How many 10s are there? There's 1 10, so cross off the S. How many 1s are there? There's 5. So our answer is 110, 5. Number 3 is 15. 7 plus 8 equals 15. Let's try number 4. Something equals 8 plus 12. 8 plus 12. 8 plus 12. We can say that 8 plus 12 is the same as 8 plus 10 plus 2. I just took that 2 off the 0 and put it over here, right? Hang on a second. So how many 10s do you see in 8 plus 10 plus 2? That's a tricky one. Do you see what I see? I see it too. Look at right here, 8 plus 2. How much does 8 plus 2 equal? It equals 10. Yeah, 8, 9, 10. We knew that, right? So we can say this is 10 plus this 10. How many 10s did we find? We found 2 10s, didn't we? So we can put 2 10s, and how many 1s are left over? 0, because we use them up, right? 8, 9, 10. So there's my 1 10. Here's my other 10. 10 plus 10 is 2 10s and 0 1s. So you're going to write it like this: 2 10s, 0 1s. So how many am I right here? 2 and a 0, right? 2 10s, 0 1s. My answer is 20. I said counting by 10s. 10, 20. 2 10s equals 20. Okay, now we're going to do some subtraction problems, and we're still going to be looking for 10s. That's our big clue, right? 17 minus 4. 17 minus 4. Well, I know that 17 is the same as 110, right? Let's break it down like that. 10 plus 7 plus minus 10 plus 7, right? And then we're going to subtract 4. So our new equation right here is actually 7 minus 4. 7 minus 4 equals 3. And we still have our 10 plus right there. So 10 plus 3 would equal 13, wouldn't it? How many 10s are left? 1 10 is left. How many 1s are left? 3. So our answer is 1 10 3 or 13. Number 5, 1 10 3 or 13. Let's do 17 minus 5 this time. So we can leave our 17 up there. We can subtract 5. 17 minus 5 is the same as 110 7, right? But we're going to take away 5 from 7. So we can make the equation 7 minus 5. You can count on, or you can use your fingers, whatever you need to solve that. I'll count on this time. I'll go 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. So my answer is 2. So my answer here would be 10 plus 7 minus 5. Right? So our answer is 2, but we still have the 10 over here. We didn't take anything away from this 10. We only took it away from the 7, right? See, 7 minus 5 equals 2. So we still have 10 left here, plus 2 more, or 110, 2. 110, 2, or 12. Number 6 is 110, 2, and 12. And I forgot to cross off my S's on those last 2, didn't I? So cross off the S's because it's only 110, 3, and 110, 2. Let's do 14 minus 6. Let's do 14 minus 6 by solving it a little bit different way. we're actually going to draw it. Because some of you might still be a little bit confused. And this is an easier one to draw anyway. So it's 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 14. 6 of them are going to go away. So we're going to cross off. Let's go this way. 4, 5, 6. So I crossed off 6. How many are left? You're right, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can say that 14 minus 6 equals 8. Are there any 10s left in that? No, there's no 10s, are there? So we're going to say 0 10s and 8 1s. And we're just going to write it like this. There it is. You don't even have to put anything in that box because 14 minus 6 does not have any 10s left. It only has 8 1s left. Let's do 16 minus 7. Let's do it with the drawing again. 16, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we had 16 to start with. We're going to cross off 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I crossed off 7 of them. How many are left? We still had 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 9 left. So my answer to 16 minus 7 equals 9, right? We could have done it a different way. We could have broken 16 down and said 16 is the same as 6 plus 10, right? We could say that 10 minus 7 equals 3, and 6 plus 3 equals 9. Whatever way you want to do it. You could have counted on. You could have used this method of drawing a picture. Whatever works for you, right? So all it said to do was solve the problem. Now, are there any 10s left? Nope. There's only 5 and 4 more. So there's 0 10s, but there's still 9 1s. So all we're going to do is write the number 9 in our box right there. There it is. All right, turn the paper over. Read the word problem, draw and label, write a number, sentence, and statement that matches the story. Rewrite your answer to show it 10s and 1s. If there's only 1 10 or 1 1, cross off the S. Here we go. First, we're going to draw a picture. It says draw and label. Then we're going to write a number sentence. And then we're going to write a statement that matches our story. Here's our story. Frankie and Maya made 4 big sand castles at the beach. If they made 10 small sand castles, how many total sand castles did they make? So they made 4 big ones, and altogether they made 10 small ones, but it didn't tell us the altogether number, did it? It said how many total did they make? So it's asking us the answer. So first of all, let's draw some sand castles. I'm just going to use circles. 4 big ones, 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 small ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that represents my sand castles. I did 4 big ones and 10 small ones. Now we have our picture. Now we have to draw a equation. And again, the question is, you got to think about the question before you draw your equation. How many total sand castles did they make? So they want to know what is 4 plus 10. And we know the answer is 14, but they want to write it in how many 10s and how many 1s. So we have 1 10 and we have 4 1s. 1 10, 4 1s. Then it also asks us, let's see, to write the number sentence that matches the story. Oh, at statement. Yeah, it says a statement too. So we can say, how many total sand castles did they make? They made A-D-E. Sorry, I messed up that word. 14. They made 14. That should have been M-A-D-E. 14. Ronnie had 8 stickers that are stars. Her friend Sina gives her 7 more. How many stickers does Ronnie have now? So first she had 8, and then she had 7 more. Let's draw a picture of the stickers. I'm just going to use lines. And remember, I'm going to group them in groups of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I only have 1, 5, and 3 more. I'm going to do circles for the ones that Sina gave her, just so I can differentiate. And I can see there are 7, so I can do 1, 2 to make it complete my 5, and 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can see that I have 5 and 5 more and 5 more. 5, 10, 15. If I can count by 5s, right? So I know the answer is altogether she had 15. We can write an equation that says 8 plus 7 equals 15. What's 15? How many 10s and how many 1s are there in 15? If you don't know, you should circle a group of 10. Circle a group of 10 and then you'll see how many groups of 10 there are and how many extra ones there are. Or you can look right here and say 15 is the same as 1, 10, 5. 1, 10, 5. So the statement again asks how many stickers does she have now? She has 15. Number 11. We tied 14 balloons to the table for a party, but 3 of them floated away. How many balloons were still tied to the table? Let's draw a picture first. How many did they have to start with? 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So first you're going to draw your picture. 14 balloons. How many floated away? 3. So that was a problem of some and some went away. So we're going to cross off 3 of them. What's going to be my equation? Write it. Did you write 14 minus 3 equals? What's going to be my answer? Well, there's still 1 10 and 1 more left. So 1 10 1 or 11. And I can go down here and say 1 10 1 1. And I forgot to cross off my 1 10s, didn't I? So go ahead. If you, hopefully you saw it before I did, but I crossed off 1 10, 1 10 5, 1 10, and 1 1. Okay, so cross off all your S's is what I was trying to say there. And then on this one, you have to cross off the S for the 1. And we still need to make a statement. So the question was, how many balloons were still tied to the table? 11 balloons remained. Balloons remained. That's your statement. Important. It's part of your equation. It's part of what's being asked of us. So we need to make sure we write it. Otherwise, again, you don't get all your credit. You want to do that, right? Okay. Number 12. I ate 5 of the 16 strawberries that I picked. How many did I have left? What was the big number? 16. He had 16 that he picked. Let's draw a picture of 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I did 3 groups of 5 and 1 more to make my 16. But he ate some. He ate 5 of them. Let's cross off a group of 5. How many are left? I can still see 1 group of 10 and 1 more. So my answer is, did you write it? What's your equation? Check and see if you got what I got. 16 minus 5 equals 11. And 11 is the same as 1 10 and 1 more. Don't forget to cross off your S's, like Mrs. Fairborn always forgets. So we have 1 10 and 1 more. And our statement would be, how many did I have left over? I had 11. And you could write leftover if you wanted to, but I just wrote I had 11 right here. Okay, for your exit ticket today, friends, let's look at it really quick here. It says solve the problem, write the answers to show how many 10s and how many 1s. If there is only one, you can cross off the S's because you only need one. You don't need the S's there if there's only 1 10. Okay, so solve these problems right here. Solve them however you want. You can do it with lines or pictures. You can do it by breaking down the 13 and subtracting from 10. You can do it by counting on. However you want to solve 13 plus 6, okay? And then tell me how many 10s there are in your answer and how many 1s there are. Now on number 3, it says, first you read the problem. Draw, you have to draw a picture and label it. Write a number sentence and a statement to match the story. Rewrite your answer to show it in 10s and 1s. This problem alone is worth 4 points. 1 point for your drawing, 1 point for your equation, 1 point for your statement, and 1 point for how many 10s and how many 1s there are. Okay, now before you do that, if you're still struggling with any of this, make sure you do your homework first and try to do it by yourself. If you need help, especially from the reading part of it, get somebody to help you, okay? I'm also available, remember, on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12:30, so you can come and ask me questions then, okay? Good job, friends. I'm proud of you. Have a great day, and don't forget to do your IXL.